Hi everyone, it's Victor speaking. And today I wanted to speak about the Uranus-Venus opposition a little bit. Now, I made a video about the Libra equinox. And as I mentioned, that Libra equinox is ruled by Venus. And one of the most important aspects is the opposition with Uranus. So I thought I would like to break that down for you a little bit. Now, this is going to be happening on the 23rd of September on 13 degree. Now, what's interesting is that Uranus is in the sign of Taurus in the second decan, but it's on Libra territory. Libra dwarf, that 2.5 degree little segment is a Libra territory there. And so it really emphasizes the relationship matters when it comes to this opposition. And when I look at Venus, actually it's on Aries little territory. So poor Venus, it's in the sign of Scorpio, so detrimental. And then being on Aries territory as well, it has got really those masculine energies. It is quite feisty and probably it is not necessarily trusting so much. So this opposition is definitely full of flavor. Now, if we think about what an opposition is, imagine a scale. Things need to be harmonized. It typically talks about relationship matters when things need to get in balance. But of course, Uranus is here to shake things up. So things are going out of balance, falling kind of apart. So definitely this opposition is highlighting relationship issues, something which might get revealed actually, because Venus is in the sign of Scorpio, which is it's very secretive, it's very hidden, and then Uranus comes here and then kind of starts poking those secrets, and then suddenly just a kind of a bubble bursts. So secrets in relationship might cause some type of emotional turmoil, which we need to be aware of. It can even lead to a certain type of scandal. So one of the ways how this opposition plays out is scandalous relationships. We can read a lot more about those in the news, or we get to know that, I don't know, this person got together with that person. Maybe there is also an age gap involved, because Uranus is the community. So it talks about the larger group of people. So overall, something is in the spotlight. And that is also supported by the opposition as well. Now, Uranus always happens with surprises. The developments are coming out of blue. Kind of, it could indicate a shocking collaboration, which we never saw coming. It could actually show shocking financial agreements, let's say between two people, two parties. It's kind of something which no one would really expect. So we should mention that with Uranus, it's very hard to predict because he is the planet of unpredictability. Now, but we should look at these as in the changes always come with a sudden opportunity as well. So we should see the silver lining in there. Now, it's very possible that in your relationship, your desire will be changing. Because Venus is the planet of taste. So my taste is suddenly changing. I liked egg yesterday, and then from now on, I don't want to be eating eggs because I hate them. Something which is a little bit off-putting around this energy. Because opposition's talking about clashes. So it's very possible that in your relationship, the desire leads your individual desires lead to some type of clashes and confrontations. For instance, I want to go to holiday. I want to go on holiday to Hawaii, and I want to go to, I don't know, Spain. And then we just can't really come to agreements. And then, of course, it can actually cause a little bit of frustration, turmoil, fights. And because Venus is on Aries territory, so it's very aggravated at the moment. So it definitely talks about friction in your close relationships. And it's not just something to do with your husband or wife. It's something to do with your close relationships altogether. Now, this aspect also could talk about some type of breakthroughs in a habit or any type of tendencies. So imagine that, for instance, on the stock market, something was very stable for a very long time. Uranus comes around and it's going to shake it up. But because Venus rules anything to do with sweetness, if you want to be breaking some of your sweet cravings, this aspect could be good, but expect that it might be something which is not necessarily going to be easy because it's an opposition. So Uranus wants to break the tendency, and Venus in Scorpio is very loyal to something, and it could be your habits. So we should be looking at where this Uranus and Venus opposition falls into in your chart, because it could be something that might not be serving you anymore, and then you need to look at that again. Uranus is actually retrograde, so this is not going to be something new to you. It might be just a sudden turn of a situation coming up. Of course, Uranus talks about breakups and separation as well. So very possible that all of a sudden we start thinking about wanting to gain your freedom back and wanting to break up from your partner. Probably because the independency is very heightened, emphasized this time around. Venus being on Aries territory, and of course, Uranus is being just Uranus, as it shows. Now, if you are single, it's actually very possible that you are going to be meeting someone out of the blue. It's like bumping into that person on the road and exchanging phone numbers, and we don't know where it leads, but it might lead somewhere. So, but still, you might figure out that the person is actually living I don't know, 50, 100 miles away from you, because Uranus can actually indicate distance in a relationship. Whether it's emotional or physical, it doesn't necessarily matter, but somehow an emotional gap or physical gap between two people. So as I mentioned, Uranus as the planet of breakup, it could actually indicate breaking up with things which gives us pleasure overall. And that could be about food cravings, or that could be about your attachment to chocolate and all those type of things. There's plenty of unsteady and inconsistent energy around it. In my interpretation, because Venus is very frustrated on these couple of degrees, plus in the sign of Scorpio, it will come with some type of disappointment. We've got the tendency to actually respond to things in obsessive ways. So we can be expecting some changes in our love life. Well, listen, this transit lasts for 3 days. But the reason why it might be very important, because it's the ruler of the equinox. So therefore, it's going to be around for a minimum of 3 months. So you might want to be paying attention to that. It might be just the fact that you need a little bit more excitement, or you need change in your environment, or you might actually get rejected in the bedroom, and that really frustrates you in a sense. You might actually just look at someone in the street, kind of like a little bit of a flirty eyes there, and then your partner is going to cause some type of drama in the relationship. So of course, if your relationship is very stable, we should not be expecting a permanent separation, but it could be just a day apart, where, you know, we have to think about what really matters to us, and that's the Venusian energy. Okay. Now, if you are single and then you started dating, then it could actually bring a very exciting relationship, actually. But with Uranus, we always need to be a little bit careful, because as quick they come, as that quick they go as well. So it might be just a short-lived relationship, and then Venus in the sign of Scorpio can go really sour, and then it starts beating herself up. So we just need to be watching out for that. But it could be bringing a very unorthodox, eccentric type of relationship where, I don't know, we're going to go on a fun ride straight away, or you know, we want to get married in Las Vegas, and we start talking about those type of things on the first couple of dates. So also, when it comes to internet dating, you might want to consider that. However, remember that it might lead to disappointment, or you might just notice that you register on the website and all of a sudden you get hundreds of messages and letters, and then you are scratching your head. I don't know who to start talking with, or how I am going to be dating all these guys, and so forth. So definitely could be a boost of self-confidence as well, which in a sense, Venus is lacking in the sign of Scorpio on Aries dwad. So we might want to be mindful about it. Now, of course, Venus talk about financial matters as well. And probably because of the Scorpio and Taurus axis, which is also talking about money significantly, we do need to mention that meaning of this combination also. So financial windfalls are very possible. It is telling you that you should be extremely careful how you spend your money, because even though they are in fixed signs, but Uranus is really pushing Venus to actually get the wallet out of the pocket, in a sense. So this could be an indication that someone wants to gamble, okay, or there is also kind of like a risk here to I don't know, put more money on the table than you wanted to. In the stock market, crypto world, and all those type of things, this could be a period of time, or it could be a few days when we're gonna see some very erratic, dramatic changes in the industry. So it's going to be worth watching out for that. However, you know, Uranus is all about innovation and Venus is beauty. So we might be starting seeing some type of innovation in the beauty industry, which might need to be re-examined later on, because Uranus is actually retrograde, plus an opposition as well. Uranus is very much about scientific research in a sense. So definitely it might be the start of a scientific research about, I don't know, how to get the wrinkles disappear on our face and all those type of things. Also, Uranus is so much to do with astrology, because it's the universal mind. So it's very possible that you're going to have kind of like these cravings, obsessive nature towards astrology, and then you're going to be doing plenty of research around these days. So I recommend my videos to use for that. Yes, so pretty much this is my interpretation on Uranus and Venus opposition for the upcoming period. So be careful, stay safe, and see you very shortly with another video. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.